Hey crew, Mark Handmaker here. Kylie asked me to cohort with her again on some cooking stuff. She's preparing something on the inside. Traditionally, what we do here, if it's inside cooking, it's her, and if it's outside cooking, yeah, it's me. And clearly mine's going to have an old West chuck wagon bit and all this. Of course, not all of it sticks huge strictly to that. So today we're going to be doing some honey mustard ribeyes. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, the ribeyes don't need any help. Of course they don't. But you do a little bit more help on them, it's all the better. So obviously get your ribeyes. To get them ready, you want to poke them with some holes because we're going to be putting some marinade on it. And you're going to think, well, you're not supposed to poke holes in steaks or anything like that. Not on the grill. You don't do that. You're going to lose all those wonderful juices. But here, we definitely want to have a few holes for the little marinade we're putting together to permeate what's going on. By the way, this lovely serving platter was made by lean in here. Her. She did that in the pottery class. So, and the fork. I hand forced this myself. I didn't do that. So, we got to poke holes in the steak there. Toss that. This is yours. You get to have that forever. Empty bowl to put the marinade together. Now, you can use just regular yellow mustard or Dijon mustard. It doesn't matter. We're going to be using for these two steaks. We'll be doing a half cup of it. I happen to be using this Pit Boss Cajun stuff. Why? Because I like it. But you can use whatever you want. Keep it yellow, keep it spicy as you want. Again, that's about a half a cup of that stuff. Put that noise in there. Throw it around. Half a cup of water. We're going to do ourselves a little bit of whatever hot sauce that's afloat your boat right here. This is what we're using today. That's an endorsement for them, so send the checks on. All right. As much as little as you would desire. I'm only putting in a little bit because I live with Lena. Yeah, the baby right there won't eat it.
I like that one though.
Whoops. Oh, there we go.
It's really good.
A little bit right there. Okay, we're good to go. However you want to say that. Worcestershire. Use that. Just read it. It's backwards. I don't know how this stuff works. About a tablespoon, teaspoon. In my opinion, you really can't overdo it too much. Whoops, did a little bit more, didn't I? All right, then we got some apple cider vinegar. Same thing. Don't be too liberal with that. Just a wee bit. Ooh, that might be a little bit more than a wee bit. Now, honey. Now, this is the one, I remember there was one year that Mrs. She actually went in and had her own hive with Roger Easterday, a lovely human being. He's a beekeeper extraordinaire, master beekeeper, and they actually went out and did their own honey. Well, he allowed her to do that, had a hive and set it all up. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in there. And then the stuff, the homemade, on your own, harvesting yourself, which they did. Matter of fact, she never got stung the whole time. I did. I don't know what it is about me, but they love it. We don't have any more of that left. Doesn't matter, but any kind of honey's going to work you out. And a little bit of pepper to taste, whatever you want. And down here in this little cutting, little silicone thing, I prefer the wooden cutting boards, but this is what she had. I just like the aesthetics of the wood. So thanks a lot. About a tablespoon of chopped up parsley. We've got thyme, and we've got paprika. Yes, not the parsley, but the other two. Rosemary. I'm sorry, rosemary and the thyme. Who grew those? That's right. That's right there in the spice garden that lies not 3 paces outside this here front door. We're going to scrape all that into our little bowl of wonder right there. And I'm betting you're wondering what we do from there. You already know. We're going to mix all that up. And we are going to pour that onto our steaks and let them sit on the counter for at least half an hour. But if you got an hour or an hour and a half to spare, it's okay. You can leave that meat on the outside. I said so, unless you will wind up doing it and get sick and die, and then didn't hear it from me. Now, when we're doing this, I'm only using about half of it. Why am I only using half of it? Well, that's going to be another step down the road. But again, we're going to pour about half of this over it, keep the other half in reserve. And while this is laying on the counter here, I will come over here and turn this over, at least once every 15 minutes or so to make sure it really sucks it up. That's why we put those holes down in there. And in a little bit here, we'll talk about what we're doing with them on the grill, what we're doing with that reserve, and after that, it all comes down to the eating. Come by the house about 7:30, good to go. All right, cool. Here's the part two. Remember, we kept half of that reserve there. We put over here in a saucepan. We're boiling it up. We're going to boil it for about 10 minutes, let it thicken up. Once that thickens up, like I said, those steaks should be out here on the grill. Hot fire, wood, if you're going to use wood, some mesquite. Failing that, charcoal. You can gas it if you want. Once this gets all thickened up a bit, after like 10 minutes or so, you're going to go out there and use your basting brush. I'm not going to walk you out there with all that. And then, give 2 or 3 each little bastings on each side. Let that set. Then you can bring that thing in off the grill, set it on the plate, let it rest, throw a couple of pats of butter on there, let it soak through, and then we'll eat it up. Next time you see me, we'll show the finished product. So there we go, finished product. Use the tongs to take the steaks off. You didn't fork them out there, did you? Of course you didn't. These are good to go, man. And then don't sweat that black stuff on there. That's not burnt steak. I mean, we put honey in there, so it kind of caramelized up on it. Scrumptious goodness right there. Throw your side on with it. Eat up. You know the rule. If you make it, let me know how it goes and explain why you didn't give me a phone call and invite me over. Come on, don't be selfish.
Thanks so much for sticking with me. I'm available on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, so be sure to follow me.